Got it right. I look right, Joe? One of the perks we always get. What? Yeah, you tilted it, dork.
Where that too.
What's up, David? Yeah, in the back, Joe.
That's where.
Well, let's hope no one's hurt. Sure. Start eating. All right. Sorry the shop was busy. We caught a bum rush right at the end. Uh-oh. Let me turn off the... Oh, crap. All right, Joe. That's fair. What's up, Toby? Yeah, both of you guys should have 3. There should be forks and napkins. Sorry, we're sorting out dinner, guys.
Hello, George.
Okay. Yeah, open them real quick. I'm gonna have Landon open the two megas. I still don't understand what they say. Anyway.
Am I crisscrossing?
No, not on that one. Footballer. Who's a footballer? Do we know footballer?
Sons of Count.
Footballer. Don't tell me, don't tell me. How do you play? Well, you join the Facebook group. You claim a team, you pay for your team, and then we open it. Ah, I thought it might be, yeah, Landon was right, it is somebody's son. All right, boys and girls. Over, under. I'm feeling frisky. Over, under. We're going to go 6.5 because we're going to have an extra auto. And since Anthony's on a plane in the middle of nowhere, what are we going to do? Did you throw one on the ground? I think you threw one on the ground too. Landon's being violent.
There you go.
I don't know if I want to be. We're just going with autos. 6.5 autos. I'm not going with anything else. Shohei. Oh, Hank Aaron out of 199. That's all we're going with is autos. Okay, you guys get to move up here. You guys get to go over here. I'll do this box. We'll do the 2 megas, and then we'll finish with the jumbos. Uh-oh, auto. Orange auto. Miami. Out of 25, Javier. I'm going to guess Sanoa. That's pretty. That's pretty. Slash 25. It started well. It started well. Was it Marlins last team? Nice. These uh-oh, redemption. Real one auto. That's what I'm guessing. Come on, guess the redemption, guys. We started off with the redemption. Real one auto of who? Remember, if you guess it right, you can steal it from somebody. Juan Soto. But you got to go. What is it? Is it a base? What is it? Dude, we are going tomorrow. Where are you going tomorrow? Barry Bonds Superfractor. Dual auto. No one's going to guess. You guys are... Oh, you're coming by tomorrow? Okay. Oh, David Eads. Look at David. Look at David. Do you have the Tigers, David? Did you see David just snatch that? Man, that was good. What do I do with the cards from the... Oh, it's over here. Who? Raymond Lee. See, David? Man. David, that's pretty impressive. I don't know that anyone's ever done that. I'm going to have to think back about that. I don't know if anyone's actually ever called it like that. What? Broccoli and what, cabbage? Okay, well, cabbage. Nothing wrong with cabbage. I like cabbage. Well, this is only the third one. We've seen, we've had 4 or 5 total. Right? Hellman, mayonnaise. Mayo, gold. We had 2 and 1 that were both somebody, right? This is 4 or 5. Might be number 5. Because we had 2 of the same guy. No. Can you rip with me? We'll set that up someday. I'm not even sure I can rip with me. We'll have to keep up with everything that's going on. Basso. And these things are tough. Holy mother of mercy. Why are they this tough this time? Either that or I'm just ridiculously weak. What the hell's a Dodd 5? Why do you keep saying Dodd 5? That's creepy. You bet. I'm glad you liked it. I think my hands are trying not to work. Jackson Merrill out of 90. That one's whole. Sasaki. Rocky Sasaki. That would be, my feelings would not be too hurt there. Matt Olson, relic. All right, I will see you later. We'll see you tomorrow. At the shop. Seriously, what's with these packs? Man, they are tough today. Killing me. Did we just have Matt Olson? Matt Olson back-to-back relics. I don't know who that guy is. Matt, you don't like cabbage? Well, you put it with a little bit of meat or something. You guys like cabbage? Anyone not like cabbage? Juan Yepes, blue. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of cabbage, but it's all right. Good in coleslaw. All right, now we're going to do the two, whatever these are. What are they? Oh, geez. Probably better now that I punched it. Kirby Yates. I don't know what color that is. What's up, Brady? I had another nice conversation today with come on, Dune. Who the hell did I talk to today? Does anyone know who I talked to today? Beckett. About picking them up, and good conversation. I like they're saying the right things. I think they're moving everything in the direction that they need to get themselves back in the conversation. So I think we're gonna do it. I don't see a reason not to. So it's timing. So we're trying to work that out, and then we'll also do just so you guys know, we'll do we're gonna do the authentication part of it as well. Blasters of Series 2, Toby. I do. I planned on breaking a case of them, a case or two. Wenzel Perez. So that dream is not dead. It's just with the show this weekend, I haven't been able to do it yet. Do you want to buy some? Do you want to break some? Or both? Screwball. I like BGS slabs more than PSA. Honestly, just love the sleeve. Yeah, yeah. If they have it together, you know, I there's not a downside for as far as we're concerned. The TCG community likes them because they like to go for the 10, the black label. Yeah, I did not put anything on there. So the duel from last night, George, that went to you? The Yankee Dodger thing, that's you, yeah? Contreras out of 99. Yeah, that's George. And I like the authentication part of it because we got lots of things in here that people always want. How much does it cost to get it authenticated? And so that'll be good. Luke Rayleigh. And you know what? RPAs do well with. What's up, Kevin? It was good. I told you I liked it. We're just going to timing. We're just going to figure out when we're going to give it away. But we're giving it away. You caught me on Monday when we're not here. Lincoln, keep up with sleeving these, please. We will give it away. You're good, Kevin. I guess you didn't get my last message. But I appreciate you. Everyone in the break will appreciate you. Maybe I should get it graded first. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, it's a low end, a 1 probably, but still a 1 is worth more than a raw. So let me contemplate that. Sasaki. Maybe we do that. What's going on with you, Kevin? Anything fun, exciting? Another day in paradise? Yeah, it's real. We genuinely have 600 graded cards coming back in tomorrow. Genuinely have 600. We sent off 600 cards to get graded. Our last SGC order for now, probably just for now, before prices have to go up and everything. But then I asked them to put a rush on, which they were kind enough to do. And so they got them like Thursday of last week, and they'll be back tomorrow. I think that was very nice of them to take care of me like that. They're good guys over there. I wish the parent company didn't do what they did. So, what are you gonna do? Chipper Jones. Nothing much going on. Well, sometimes that's good though, right? Out of 199, Alec Boehm. We got one more round of work to get done at the house before I think we're going to take a temporary hiatus on stuff. So the conversation about putting in carpet, I'm sure, will come up again. Edgardo Enriquez for the Dodgers. Never heard of this guy. But I don't follow the Dodgers, so what do I know? They look off, huh? They are. It's harder to see the numbering and stuff for sure. Yeah, I like in years past it was very easy to see when you had a gold or a, you know what I'm saying, a red or something. This year's a little tougher. Rookie. for sure. I think that's, I don't think that's controversial. I think it's fairly accurate. Cal Raleigh, pink. Yeah, he's playing well. We probably ought to upload him for the fun of it. Jackie. Yes, I've liked him better. 2019, those kind of years, I liked him a lot better too. I can say that definitively. AC. So we will not break tomorrow, and we will make every effort on Saturday after the show. I don't know what yet, but we'll try. It's hard when it's right after the show. Sometimes I'm just whooped. I'm very lazy. Manny Machado, home field advantage. And Noel on the relic. Huh. Austin Wells. Mike Trout. I like Mike Trout. I feel bad for Trout. Always being beat up like his. But he needs to go somewhere. I don't think we're going to get a bigger surprise trade than Devers going to the Giants. But I think there's another something in there. Luke Raley gold. Festa relic. I think there's another. No one saw it coming. Hellman again. You know, I saw a thing today and they were talking about breaking is gambling and all this other stuff. You know, the thing is, opening a box of cards is a gamble. Mikey Mantiel. Is it of the same magnitude as doing a break? It is of the same magnitude. It is not, I mean, of the same magnitude as doing a break. But for a group like ours that is primarily team guys and everything ships, the arguments I think are kind of silly. Hey, Koufax. You know, if this and if that, there's all these little qualifiers that go along with it. But is opening a box of anything a gamble? Yeah. Could you get nothing? Yeah. I mean, you can't physically get nothing, but can you get ooh, that's got to be an auto. Can you get nothing? Of course you can. Oh, look at that pretty thing. Wow, out of 5. Pete Crow Armstrong, that's some bucks right there. Ooh. That's some bucks right there. Out of 5. I don't even know who has the Cubs today. Matt, where you at, Matt? Whew, that's a big one. So you know, again, coming from the perspective of a breaker where we all cards ship, you know what I'm saying? I try to keep price as much under control as I can. Is it a gamble? Yes. Is anyone going broke? Probably not breaking with us. I mean, you know. But again, if you're going to call breaking gambling, then you got to call opening a box of cards gambling too. Because you're gambling that $500 you spend is going to produce $500 worth of cards, which it almost never does. I don't know. I think people take the natural dislike they have for certain breakers, Hellman again, and they put it on all of it. And I'm not sure that that's necessarily fair is not the right word, but accurate, completely accurate. I mean, and the guys who buy into breaks, I used to buy into breaks all the time. You know, like I've said that before. I knew it was a gamble. I knew the odds that me, ooh, look at that poor thing. I'm not even going to ship that. I knew the odds of me getting anything were, on some of the breaks, were very small. Like I said, I was betting $500 a break on full casers of Joey Barton 2019 and missed like 90% of the time, but I knew that going in. So I don't know. Let people be people, and stop trying to put your whatever on people. If you're a degenerate gambler, it's not like they're gonna not replace breaking baseball with something else, right? Personal responsibility. But if you're personally responsible, it never hurt us. It was always within our, you know, when we couldn't afford it, I didn't do it. Oh, geez, look at that. Is that another auto? Oh, it's not. Oh, that one's cool. Altuve and Jordan, a dual plate out of 50. Man, that's pretty. Raymundo. What's going on here? Are these all normal size? They can't all be normal size. I think we've got some normies mixed in with the thicks. That's pretty. Yeah, because then you got spaghetti. Team color, whatever thing. But I guess I'm built a little bit different when it comes to that kind of stuff, because I was always happy to have all my Giants base cards. I never bought into a break with anybody who didn't ship the base, because I always wanted my base cards. It's part of the fun for me, is having all my Giants. You know? But I have decided for my vintage, I'm only going to keep one. I'm going to stop with the, I don't need 75 1965 tops Willie Mays. I need one. So I think I am going to change that up and not be a hoarder of everything, because I will hoard. The thing I am still hoarding is the 2018 Topps Chrome. I'm not even a huge fan of his, but Buster Posey, the SP that he had, I somehow got the black. I mean the red, the green, and the orange. I think was the other color. I got a few of each, and then I had to have them all. Don't ask me. A green came up and they put it on auction, and I did my typical 3x what I thought it was going to go for, and that was my bid. I seriously do that. If I think a card's going to go for $100, I put 300 out there. I do, Jason. I have them all. So in typical fashion for me, but I'm still going to work on those busters. And that was a cool card. And we may end up going to the National to meet some people officially. And so he just took her out. And then if we do that, I might look around and see if anybody has more busters. Talk about a needle in a haystack. Oh my goodness, Pete Coral Armstrong auto now. Holy cow. Man, Series 2 has just been really, really good to us. I mean, it's just been really good to us again. I have zero complaints about Series 2, except the Barry Bonds auto thing. But outside of the Barry Bonds auto thing, with Flagship in general, I really have no complaints. Yeah, wasn't that Yastrzemski, Mike and Carl, if I recall right? Something like that. Rodon, gold. Imanaga, pink. Yeah, that was a cool card. Kevin, did you leave us already? Like hitting the polar bear in 2019 Topps. Remember that? A lot of you guys were around for that. We hit the polar bear, and at first everyone was confused, and then we figured out it was the Pete Alonso SSP, and that was going for $1,000. I wonder if whoever got it ever sold it. They have some fun hits. Yeah, I think the guy was from Atlanta. What was that guy's name? He's a nice guy. We did the 24-hour live break, and he called in and talked to me a little bit. Xander. Can't remember. I can't remember. Mark something. Hope he's still around. Paul Skeens. I think his name was Mark. I don't remember. Lopez out of 150. Huh? What? What was the name? I don't remember. I have no idea. Yace. Oh, you're thinking about the guy that was the independent. I think you're thinking of the guy that was the independent. Yeah, it might have been that one. Austin Wells, 250. I think Pete Alonso is underrated. His card prices definitely are. Whenever somebody has a Pete as part of a collection, I always pick it up. Ken Griffey Jr. Rob Lesky. Hey, he was gonna. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no chance he was gonna not. Willie. This guy sucks right now for the Giants. Eventually, he'll get it together. That's what they do. Caminero. Devers isn't playing great for the Giants right now. He'll get there. Oh, come on. Seriously here? Man. What's up, Indris? Can't sit by me, girl. Go sit by Mom. Well, you know. The Miz. Yeah, it takes a little while. Second half of the baseball season, I think, will be much more interesting. Pete. Hey, what did it say about getting all these things sleep? What's happened? Why aren't you getting these things sleep? Oh, got it. So soon. Got it. Oof. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Out of 74. I think I was seeing something on the bottom. That is not part of that card. Glass now out of 74. Second half, if you can hang around, you know, and be okay in the first half, I think in the second half, that's when things happen. I mean, for heaven's sake, the Giants just got swept by the Marlins. You know? But 162 games. 162 games. We need a 2 auto box for the fun of it. What, girl? Boom out of 150. Luke Rayleigh. That's 250. Not too many issues with the cards in the pack, which is nice. I mean, you're always going to have something. There's never going to be anything perfect. Oh, that's just gold. Thought we had something. I thought that was something. Thought they were attached. They're not. Jackson Relic and Jackson Redemption. All right, guys, last box mojo. green Nationals. They're 99. Oh. No one. Mojo in the last box. No one. Where's Chris Monroe when you need him? Hold on one second. Thank you, Brady. Thank you, George. Sorry, one second. All right. Here we go. Last box. So, Brady, what's going on with you? Anything fun and exciting? Pop any eyeballs out? A lot of work. Well, could be worse, I guess. Hunter Green. And I guess it's better than no work. Standard document. You want me to come and do it? I know absolutely nothing about it, but I could take it. Would trade. Oh. Jason Kendall. Why you do this to me? Jason Kendall. I think the Bonds in Series 2 is the All-Star version, so it's up the side. So. You can come break full-time, and I'll go do your job full-time. We'll see which one of us gets further. I'm guessing you're going to win this fight. I think Bonds is the, I think it is the All-Star, so I think it's down the side. Peterson out of 74, I think. You want to be a breaker? Okay. We'll get there. Dominic Fletcher. The key to breaking, and I promise you, I mean this in all seriousness, the key to breaking is to make sure you have the ability to settle in your mind that the cards do not belong to you. Once someone pays for them, they are their cards. They do not belong to you. You do not have ownership of them. I think for a lot of breakers, that's where they get themselves in trouble. They get silly and greedy with someone else's cards. Once I put that spot up for sale, you claim it and you pay for it. That spot is yours. Those cards are yours. They no longer belong to me. I am just a facilitator. I get them to whoever bought the team, and they are theirs to deal with as they would like. And I think a lot of breakers get in trouble with that. Alcantara. No, I know a lot of breakers get in trouble with that. That's why the stealing goes on. Because they just cannot, they can't turn loose of something. Montas out of 150. They can't turn loose of something, but they don't own it. So you're definitely stealing. If the lights go out, you know, I put your hands down and walk away until the lights come back on. It's just, you know, I was able to settle very early on that nothing that I am opening belongs to me, except the Giants. But I mean, if someone else paid for something, it's theirs. I have no rights to that. You know, I got to give it up. And so it has never, getting a big hit, honestly, has never, ever bothered me in the least as far as sending it off. Because it's not my card. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that's why so many breakers fail. Is they remember they cannot settle the fact that it's not theirs in their mind. So pretty good break. Let's take a look at it. Dingler Relic Montas out of 150. Kevin is a relic. Fletcher Gold. Peterson out of 74. Jason Kendall. We hit the over on autos. Washington Nationals out of 99. Jackson Job. Jackson Job. Jackson Job, whatever it is. McCormick Gold. Rayleigh out of 250. Alec Boehm Relic out of 150. Glass now out of 74. Kakanowitz. I'm going with Kakanowitz. Base auto. Austin Wells out of 250. Yace Young Relic. Lopez out of 150. Xander Bogaerts Relic. Rodon Gold. Pete Armstrong. Really good auto, number 3. Xander Bogaerts Relic. Austin Wells Gold. Spaghetti Team whatever. This is nice too. $21 out of 50. That's a pretty cool card. Hellman 250. This is nice too. Look at that thing. It's like this. I see this card. I know this is a nice card. This is a card that's worth a few $100. But it's not mine. I don't have ownership of this card. I had ownership of the case that I sold that this card was pulled out of that now belongs to someone else. So if you're going to break and you can settle that, that's half your battle right there. Sandy Koufax out of 199. Sasaki. Best, if you can't, don't do this because you're going to steal. Luke Rayleigh, Gold. Home field advantage. Manny Machado. Noel Relic. Cal Raleigh is pink. And oops. Edgardo Enriquez for the Dodgers. That's number 5. Alec Boehm out of 199. Rayleigh, Gold. Contreras, 99. Yepez, 150. What's up, girl? I'm almost done. Matt Olson, Relic. Matt Olson, Relic. Deja vu. Jackson Merrill's out of 90. 58 out of 90. That's pretty. McCormick out of 250. Hellman, Gold. Flagship Real One autograph of Jackson. That's 6 autos. And then Javier Sanoa out of 25 for the Marlins is number 7. And Hank Aaron out of 199. That was decent. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with the 2 Pete Chrome Armstrong autos. It was a solid break. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all. No break tomorrow, but we'll come back Saturday after the show and see what's going on. you guys need me for anything, let me know.